Okay, y'all, this is part two. My last taping had cut off. So, part two. And we ended with Giselle being able to eat. Okay? Was being served her way. All right? All right. So, like I say, Giselle, when it comes down to her issues, and like I say, homegirl do got some internal issues. It's clear to see. She really do not care for anybody on this show, not even her sidekick, Robin. Okay, and like I said, um, when you dealing with somebody who has nothing to lose, this show is called Housewives. Okay, she is not a housewife. So it's so easy for her to be so judgmental towards other relationships when she doesn't have a relationship to protect. And clearly she comes down from a line of bitterness, you know, and hurt from things that she has endured in the relationship that she came out of. Okay? Not only was her man up, he was a pastor. She was the first lady. So that reputation has gone to shot. You know, imagine being in a relationship that's supposed to be an example of greatness and positivity and inspiration. And this man is a cheater. I mean, he's a well known cheater. And the crazy part about this man still right here, like people still, yeah, I don't know what to say. This shit is crazy. Atlanta got it going on, baby. I don't know where Atlanta got it going on, baby. Ooh. Okay. So yeah, I said Atlanta got it going on, baby. Ooh. Cause I could never follow a pastor who I know that much about him. Okay? And he be so out in the open and he still portray himself as a man of God. Like so listen, Giselle has a story, baby. She has a story, okay? So I guess she has no damn choice but to eat what the hell these bitches serve her ass. Cause baby, yep, Jesus, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot for anybody to take in. Not the normal woman can be able to stand in that and still be able to sit here and say something about somebody else. Cause I wouldn't be able to eat that shit coming back to me. So I wouldn't even send for nobody when I knew my shit is that tore up. Okay? But that's why she's nobody's friend. She could be nobody's real friend. Okay. Um, she can be, you know, she can't tend to, because for one, I don't think Giselle has this thing. Okay, yeah. But for Giselle to have to endure such humiliation and pain and is dealing with a pastor and her being first lady, like, man, let me tell you something. That's a dangerous individual because of how she chose to deal with her pain, and that's to go above and beyond and try to sabotage what somebody else got going on. And Giselle takes no prisoners. She even low key comes after Robin's relationship low key. And I've noticed that as well. And she's basically trying to tell her what Ron is saying, but the fact that you can look at your friend as being at fault in her relationship, I think that's more a projection of you. You think that what Jamal did was your fault. You're so used to saying, okay, I'm a pretty face. How can this happen? Like, shh. Like that shouldn't happen to a female like me. Whether it looks, you know, what I bring to the table, to each his own. And, she's even open about her having to see a therapist, about her not being emotionally involved. I mean, I don't think Giselle okay, put it like this. I'm not getting that she's not emotionally involved. I'm getting that she is definitely has a wall up through failed relationships. And this is usually no shade to, females who think you just get a dude off of looks alone. Like a dude wouldn't dare cheat on you. Look at me. With all nationality, you know, guys see females in different ways, but their character and their own insecurities or their own, outlook of themselves reflect on how they treat any woman. Okay? How they treat any woman, you know? So you would never really see a female look go but so far as you are actually witnessing with Giselle and Jamal's relationship, because you you can be replaced. There are millions and millions of pretty faces, but there's only but so much personality and smarts than a female who's down to earth and all that stuff, who's not into, trying to, who's self-centered, you know, like this. How can I say? What am I saying? This thing I'm just going to say about, you know, females and looks going but so far has just definitely like it'll get you in the door, but you know, it won't keep you in the door, okay? Because you will be replaced with another pretty face. That's why I understand. Like, pretty faces come a dime a dozen. And Giselle needs to understand that. And the fact that you're aging. Like, you are not catching what people are saying to you, Giselle. Giselle, you are coming up in age, bitch, you 50. You're 50. And I'm not sitting up here saying that that's going to be an issue for you. But what I am saying is life is way too short for you to sit here and depend on your pretty face as being the thing that will keep a dude. Like, you're old enough to know that that's not it. You honestly need to come with some type of personality, some type of character, okay? You need to come with being more than just wanting a man for either his money, okay, his reputation, or even wanting a man because of how you feel like you can make him look good because of how you look. And I'm assuming that's what I'm getting out of what you and Jamal had going on. See, because if you look at Jamal, Jamal is really not an attractive dude in my opinion. He's not that attractive to me, However, his reputation and his money pretty much define him. And that, in my opinion, is what Giselle felt like a woman that looked like me brought to your table when a guy who is established in the way that he is didn't need you to bring anything to his table because what he had going on could have brought a dozen and millions of faces like yours. Okay? And he got you real ugly in the inside, baby girl. He got you real ugly in the inside because you feel less than. That's why you can sit here and take the crap that he gives you and stay face. See, you real about your relationship, but you ain't real about how that shit is really tearing your ass up. How much that man really hurts you. And that's why you going all out your way hurting these other women and the flaws in their relationship, because that's all it is. They're just the flaws that is being exposed or that is just out there or little weak points that you see, that you go all out your way trying to attack and put to the forefront. Baby, that is all projection of what your relationship could not stand. And that was the flaws. That was everything that relationship needed work on. And instead of it being worked on, it ended in a disastrous situation. It left you feeling like you're less than. It left you feeling like I'm a pretty woman, but I'm not enough. It left you feeling like I am unworthy. It left you feeling like I am lonely. It left you feeling like I am bitter. It left you feeling like I'm nothing at all. What can I bring to a table that will keep a dude? And clearly, Giselle, this man has really, and you know what the crazy part about it is, I'm noticing Giselle is going after men who are not that attractive. That is the, you know what? That is so crazy to me. Every dude that she has had, besides Jamal, the other dude she had, I can't remember what season that was on, and he even show up to Candace wedding with you. Like you literally are so used to going, baby, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I honestly feel like you need to get to know you because you're so focused on everybody else. You have failed to see what's going on, and then you are looking at the shit that your girls are telling you. You're looking at it and you're starting to realize a lot of things, but see, you're looking at it from a mother's perspective, not an individual single woman. So you're missing the mark of stay your ass out of other people's business, focus on your own, and maybe the universe will bless you with a future husband, okay? Okay, a potential husband. We're gonna start with potential. Cause you got a lot going on, homegirl, and you just can't really picture it. You can't really see it. Because you're so focused on trying to call out everybody else. Then what's wrong with you? Because right now we can't even work on potential. You know what? We can't even work on potential. Jay, what you gonna say potential boyfriend? Hell, can't we even say that? Because nothing's potential with you. Nothing. You know what? I think you might need to try to holler at your gay home. I don't know. Turn him straight out. Let me tell you something. Moving on. Who's next? Ooh, Mia. Mia. So I can honestly say I can appreciate Mia, when it comes down to being, basically she's not embarrassed. I would be low key. But she's not like one thing I can admire about her and her husband relationship, that shit is fucking solid. You know why? Because that man continues to bring to the table what Mia admired about his motherfucking ass in the first place. And that's his business and his mind. His growing business, his thriving business, his successful business, not just thriving, his successful business and his money. Okay? Then you put me in a position to where I feel like a boss. And that might not have been the case when we first got together. You know? I came from nothing. Okay? I came from a stripper life. You brought a bitch in a position where she feels like a fucking boss. Okay? And Mia did exactly that. She bossed up. Now, is she self made? No. That's why she can't relate to a lot of these other cast members on here. Because Mia did not go out and do anything separate from her husband. Mia went out and she continued to run her husband's brand. And you can commend her on being able to do that, and that if taking with your man, because y'all married now, so that's bitch, that's just yours. So you just don't, that's your shit too. But so when it comes down to expressing how much you are a boss, I mean, you ain't spending your money to help build. Let's be clear. You ain't, you know, you not really running. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if homeboy is really behind the scenes making the final decisions. But he loves to make his woman look good on camera. And I mean, I'm gonna just say that I'm not going against Mia as far as you know, you know, basically changing herself and being more presentable for his wife and being somebody that can take over in the way that she has. But he just seems too calm when it comes to letting her handle all of his endeavors, him being able to continue to build and her running that shit, and it just him being the boss man that he is and him being up in age where he's not running anything, but it's still his shit. He run it, but he ain't running it physically. But he run that shit, okay? But he ain't running that shit physically. He running it through her, all right? I feel like that. But anyway, but the fact that she has the mindset to continue to run her husband's business and it continue to be successful for him to be able to continue to still stand successfully, Mia got to be doing something right. I just can't say that bitch is self-made because she's not. However, so she has no no standing point when it comes to being a self-made bitch. Yeah, back up off that type of shit because you had to marry into success, and let's just be clear about that. I'm not taking nothing the fact that you are continuing on what your man have built for himself. So nobody can take you from that because you're keeping that shit going. However, in my opinion, baby, you are just a worker. You just the HNIC wife. And it like I said, ain't nothing wrong with it because he was able to depend on you to keep it going. And you change your ways through that man. That man built you, and he ain't build you. What I'm saying is, as a wife, from what you came from, this man has introduced you to a life that you're not used to, and you have definitely shaped up because of the situation. You want to make sure that you prove yourself as being a boss woman that you can be, that you are becoming now. But as far as being any type of self-made bee or any type of owner of something, you have honestly got to sit here and say, Mia, that you are not an owner of anything. You've never owned anything but your reputation as a successful businessman wife who held it down when he got up in age. And I mean, that's just my opinion. Whatever. But I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that, right? Your man been the shit. Shit, your man self-made. He ran his businesses. He done built his businesses, and now he don't have to do anything because he has a reliable wife who's able to go and take care and be able to take care of business, and he can just stay on with the kids. I love it. I love it. I love that shit. He's able to sit back because see, he's basically like shit. That man security. What the fuck he got going on? He already know you wouldn't have none of this shit without me, so I can sit back and watch you run the show, make you look good. I can sit back and do that shit. What I got to do? Just my shit you running. My shit. Okay? I ain't sitting back getting money off you. I'm sitting back watching you run my shit. Okay? So, let me tell you something. Baby, that is the most successful husband, in my opinion. To sit here and give his woman the world, but also give her access to run his business and make her feel more than. And that's, to me, is A1 in my book. Mia got herself a good man. that I can sit home and play my role as the, you know, house nigga mom. I can play the at home parent, knowing that you right here still running my shit. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about G, but G is made, baby. G is made. Cause at the end of the day, baby, he changed that whole life. And he the one sit home with the baby. Nigga got hustle for good man, baby. Okay? I can't be mad at that man. And that's why I don't blame that man get acting public. That man don't know how to act in public when he drink. He don't know how to act. That man ain't used to no good time. He ain't used to be around folks. That man used to be in himself and his, and I can respect that. So that's why I can understand why Mia would never be embarrassed by her name. Because at the end of the day, baby, you can't say shit about that. Look at Karen. Girl, that man feeling himself. That man having him a good time. He don't know, he's not used to being out amongst other people. That man used to being in himself. That's probably Mia probably can't take his ass no way. I can understand it, but I commend Mia for not being embarrassed by her man. Because saying like, man, you better. Bitch, you better. Think you better. Because, baby, that man is where he's at. He wears it. He took you out the strip club, made your mom, but now he don't. And see, because usually you get these rich niggas that be making you a mom and make you the house mom, and he sit at home and he do whatever he want to do. I don't know if it's because he coming in, but look at my shit. We gonna get to that. But anyway, so like I said, I do commend me. I commend me in her relationship. Like her relationship to me is a cure. It's really nothing you can really put on that relationship. Like you can't step into that shit. Like they stand together as a team. They're parents to their kids. You know, he don't agree with her and his in-law, but at the end of the day, he still makes sure his in-law straight because his wife. He can mean it just time with the honor wife. You can call that bitch. That bitch came out from titty boy. You can say what the fuck you want to say. That bitch got her real. Okay. All right. Moving on. Oh no, I ain't done with Mia Ames. That's relationships things. Now let's talk about the messiness with this. Yeah, I ain't off your ass. I got to get on your ass because you know what I don't like, Mia? Ho. If you are going to sit here and do some shit for camera, make it make sense. Don't go and try to put on for camera so much. Like you really trying to be a star. Like honestly, this is the only way Mia will be able to be self-made through this housewife franchise. Okay? This is something where she is honestly making her own money. So she gotta try to bring it to the table because she's representing her own, making her own money from when she, because she's been running G's business for the longest. I'm just calling that man G. But she's been running this man business for the longest, and now for once she's making her own money that is not coming from his establishment. So I really feel like that's why Mia is really trying to bring it to the table. But I just think that Mia needs to kind of turn it down a notch because you being way too messy, but you being way too messy and wrong. And that crazy, like you got to let your messiness stick. You got to make your messiness to the point where at least it has some type of factual in that shit. You right here being sloppy with your rumor spread. If you gonna put on for the camera, baby, let that shit be solidified. Don't be no messy ass, you say I say, ho, they ain't got the facts right. That shit dumb. Like now you starting to look real life crazy. Because you want to keep some spark going, but you can't start a fire that's gonna stay flammable because as soon as somebody see your shit ain't accurate, the shit that you come back and tell, man, they like, man, put that shit out, man. That shit, man, that ain't what you said earlier, girl. Girl, going there. Like me, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. And another thing, I want to put this out here too. Mia, can we please save the sad mama story that my mama was on drugs? Girl, you know how many people mama was on drugs? Can you know how many motherfucking people mamas was on drugs? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the motherfucking day, bitch, I can relate, but I can't relate. Okay? And then furthermore, you so worried about your mama's sobriety, her fucking past would have never been your storyline in the first place. And now you mad somebody came at you with a fucking your mama joke and now you right here playing victim. Baby, that's just like what I sit here and say, don't dish out what you can't take back. And don't sit here. I don't give a damn. You run your man company, but you don't run nobody how they run their mouth. You don't run nobody how they choose to get mad. You don't run that. So don't sit your ass up here trying to play like you so innocent when somebody reads you your motherfucking rights and they want to throw up what the hell, throw your mama joke and now you want to result back to making yourself a victim. You should not have ever came for that woman's marriage because like I said, what you won't understand is a bitch that's self-made is somebody who's coming up with their husband. Now I commend you for your relationship, but what you're not gonna do is down a couple who building together. Okay? They're building together. I feel like Candace and motherfucking and damn, what Candace man name is? Shit. Candace, damn, and I like her man. Damn. But yeah, just because you couldn't come up on your own, just because you couldn't come up on your own and it took you to marry somebody who was already established, don't knock the next bitch for that shit because she's self-made. You wouldn't know nothing about it, so that's why you can sit here and throw so much jabs at it because you so quick to throw at something that you don't understand. You don't understand what Candace and that man got. You don't understand it because you know why? You and your man didn't grow together at all. So relationships are built different. Her relationship is built different. They got their own separate endeavors, but at the end of the day, they are both trying to come up. They're growing together. And if you don't understand growing together with your husband, y'all becoming successful together. If your man was already established and you running what he got, bitch, you don't speak on a bitch that's self-made. Don't do that. Because you have no jurisdiction. You don't know what it's like to have your own, baby. You don't. You don't know what it's like to have your own. And to me, from Candace being built as a pampered princess, but still trying to establish something on her own, bitch, you could never. You could never. So don't step in that territory trying to sit here and try to call somebody shit who's building themselves up, trying to sit here and speak on low budget. She just starting out. And if you so see, that's why I can tell you, I can tell you don't know what it's like being built from the ground up. You don't know what that's like. You don't know what it's like starting your shit, your career, and your stuff being made starting from scratch. You don't know nothing about that. Your man was already established when he met you. So stay in your lane. As a made bitch, not a self-made. Don't come for her. Don't come for Candace on that. Don't do that. That ain't your lane. You don't know what it's like having your own. So we're gonna leave that alone. That girl building her career from the ground up. And I mean, yeah, she in her 30s trying to come up with a music career, coming in the music industry, but it don't matter, baby. He's never said there was an age limit to it. God never said there was an age limit to success. You understand that? Okay? Okay. So yeah. I didn't like that. I mean, it was dead wrong. But then you want to sit here and try to, deflect from your shit by trying to sit here and say, oh, she says, oh, la, 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 la. My mama is a recovering drug addict. My mama has been clean for 10 years. She's been in jail. She's doing so well for herself. But why? If you so worried about your mama's sobriety, you look like you still hold animosity towards your mom. That's why it's so easy for you to display your mother in the way that you have. You got her on camera in front of millions of others. Candace's comment can't possibly be the thing to set her back, baby. You could be the one to set her back. The fact that I don't even think your mama probably wanted millions and motherfuckers to know how she looked and where she have come from. You don't think that shit would be enough for your mama's sobriety? To affect her sobriety? You don't think that shit will be enough? To me, that would be a lot. You telling way too much. And honestly, I think it was easier for you to do that shit due to the fact that of the openness you had going on with yourself. Your animosity and your grudges, and I don't even think you have letting go or completely forgiving your mom for not being there for you. But as long as your mama is attached to your life and that you're doing so well in your life, it really kind of makes me feel like you keeping your mama around because you want her to know that you did it without her. And that's just my perspective. But you want to sit here and act like you're the one that's saving her. Like, even though you did this to me, but I know as if your mama didn't get clean before you brought home this camera. She got her shit together, but she got her shit together before she even played a role in your life. This lady been together before she played a role in life, and clearly that's what it's showing, that this lady had to get her shit together before she could play a role in her life. Who knows with this sister who she's so involved with and who kids she's so involved with. Who knows how much this sister have taken on with your mama. You was too busy being a entrepreneur's wife, you know? You was too busy being a millionaire's wife. You were established. You were straight. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, it seems like the mom and the sister has a relationship, a solid one, for a reason. And I don't believe shit. If your sister, if she watching your sister churn, but bitch, you got money to where you can afford high price nannies for yours. Your sister probably ain't got that, so I could just take it as me being jealous as a motherfucker of the relationship her sister and her mama got. That's how I'm gonna put it right there. So you feel like you want a piece of that. You want your mom back in your life. I get that, but for what? To be a nanny? To be your kids? Because let me tell you something. Like, if she already solid towards watching your sister kids because don't take that lady out of that zone trying to come in with your kids that you can get a high price nanny for. If you want her to have a relationship with you and your children and your husband, then let that shit be off some family meeting up shit. You know? Don't be trying to use your mama as a free fucking babysitter. Or even if y'all paying her. Like, at the end of the day, like, basically set something up where she can have a better relationship with her grandkids some other type of way, but not as a babysitter. You know? Because she's not used to that shit. And you can't put your mom in a position that she ain't used to. She fucked up with you. Cool. Not cool, but forgive her, Bia. Forgive her. But don't try to put nothing on Candace as being the reason why your mama could have a relapse. Cause it sounds like your mama could have a relapse off the fact that you're setting her up to fail you. I'm just saying. You know, your mama has definitely got herself together before she came back in your life, before she got back active in your life, clearly. And you can sit here and put her in the forefront to millions and millions of viewers, and it's so easy to sit here and make and expose this woman past. You got to be paying your mama for her to see it, a lot of that shit. Cause I'm like, baby, I don't give a damn how bad of a mom I was to you. Let's work this shit out and let me get my shit together and our relationship together in private. Mia, I'm just sorry. I just think this was a deflection from you really feeling like you haven't really forgiven your mom. So this is your way of her supposedly getting back in your good graces by allowing you to make a mockery of her past. And that's just my opinion. I'm sorry. I don't think Mia has forgiven her mom. That's why it's so easy to expose her on this platform, using her as a storyline. Like she owes you. Y'all better pay attention to that shit. She was in her fucking mama's past. And the trauma that her mama have caused her through her childhood. This is her way of her mama paying her fucking back. Let me use your shit as a storyline. Let me explain to people how I'm so distraught about how you weren't there in my life and everything like that, so I can sit here and make a mockery of your life. And then want to deflect on Candace like, oh, she said your mama is low budget. Girl, how the hell you get low budget from your mama having a drug problem? Like, I wouldn't have made that connection. She said your mama. That's what your mama do. That little shit, in my opinion, could not compare to my own daughter putting on national television how much I was not there for her, how much of a mother, how much bad of a grandmother I am, and the fact that I've been on drugs for 10 damn years. You know, I've been strong for 10 years, but I've been on drugs and I've been in prison and I'm just telling all my fucking business. I hope that the mama really signed up to hear this shit and to agree to do this shit. And she probably agreed to do it because she felt like, you know, I owe it to you. But I would have never done no shit like that. I couldn't. I couldn't. That shit is fucking whatever. I'm sorry. I mean, even one thing if you just want to tell your story about how your parents weren't there for you and you just try to keep it as general and you know as and keep as much of an overview as you can. But man, Mia went in depth by her mama shit, man. Like, girl, you feel like your mama owe you something. And I believe that's probably why your mama even if she did allow you, I would imagine that's why she probably allowed you to see and expose her and speak on her past in the manner that you did. But please don't sit here and try to do that, you know, Candace saying your mama low budget as a way of saying that she's coming for your mama's sobriety and all that shit. Let her go with that shit. Like, don't use Candace as the reason why you shouldn't have been exposing your motherfucking mama and putting your mama out here to look crazy in the first fucking place. Girl, you ain't forgave your mama. And that's just my opinion. She ain't forgave her fucking mama. She didn't. But as long as her mama can pay her back in this manner, by being put out there and making me look good in front of these millions and millions of people, making me so people can actually have sympathy for me, I guess we even. I guess. Sure. Now, moving on. Okay. Uh, I moved along. Who's next on the docket? Okay. Ashley. Miss Ashley. Let me tell you something. I don't have nothing for this bitch. I don't have nothing for her. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I can kind of see I try to do everything I can to try to see the positiveness or anything that I can admire, respect, or even kind of get with somebody. But actually, let me tell you something, okay? What I can't stand is an underhanded, nasty mother joker. And when I tell you, Ashley has no genuine situation going on in her body. She has no genuine bone in her body. I'm not trying to bash homegirl, but I can't even see nothing that I can even respect. Let me tell you something. I don't really see Ashley and Mia coming from any type of different background because Mia didn't have no mama or no damn daddy. But it don't seem like she didn't have a daddy, but her mama wasn't all the way there, I don't think. I think she said something. I don't know. I ain't even gonna go with the speculations or the assumptions that I think her mama was this and that. But let's be clear. Ashley don't come from no background of being somebody who didn't suffer from abandonment issues her damn self. And it's clear to say that her dad was a white man. And it's crazy that you have daddy issues, so you tend to date. And it's kind of typical why she date an older man because she has daddy issues. And the fact that her dad don't want nothing to do with her, it does look like to me that Ashley has abandonment issues. And I'm talking about issues to where I honestly, in my opinion, think that Michael is the type of person that has married someone who is not going to allow you to walk away easily the way her dad did her. So I really honestly think that the marriage and having the kids was a way of saying, if you leave me, you're not going to leave in peace. And I think Michael knows that. Okay. So yeah, I do see her saying that, okay, my dad got away with it, but you're not going to get away with it. You know? And I really think her projection on Candace as far as, like, I think Ashley being the type of individual that she is really easily to come and seek and destroy. You know? She's the type that you can't respect the fact that you goes for other people's situations, no matter whether it's their relationship or their financial situation, circumstances, or whatever else may be the case that is a flaw, that you call that out so much because it's so easy to sit here and point out what the fuck is going on with everybody else to make yourself and what you got going on feel better. And I'm sorry. I think Ashley is a real miserable, 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 miserable. I'm talking about more miserable than Giselle. Like, Ashley can't. Okay, first, let's just do this. Okay? Even the fact that you married Michael, him being a millionaire and whatever, bitch, you couldn't even be like Mia and grow this mad business and continue this mad business to run. You couldn't even do that. You couldn't even run the restaurant correctly. That means that go to show how much you have come from nothing and you're still nothing. Because you have spent your whole life trying to make every fucking thing about you and it failed. Nobody makes it about you, not even your own fucking mama. Your mama make it about you because it benefits her. And you know it. You and your po piss will sit here up under this man, under this white man and his money, and you know how to play the game. I don't think, let me tell you something. That's why Ashley has no choice but to stick by this man and have them babies. Them babies were a security blanket. Them babies were insurance. And I'm sorry. I don't have nothing positive to say about this girl because them babies were insurance. She's a human being, so I'm gonna lay off her in some shape or form. But when it comes down to why you even in your marriage in the first place, and you can protect it the way you can, you know why you can? Because you already know, baby, that's all you have to life. And besides those babies that you had by him, you only had those babies because, like I say, they were insurance plans. Ensure that if Michael leaves you, he don't leave you broke and being nothing that you are. See, without Michael, you're nothing. Without Michael and his seeds, you're nothing. And you know it. See, she don't just come for Candace just because. Candace the type, Candace put out her shit. Girl, let me tell you something. I can't put it past this girl. Like, I can't see her and try to think of a way to say, maybe she this, maybe she that. I don't see it. And I'm sorry. Forgive anybody who is Team Ashley, but I don't see it for her. She can sit here, and when I say somebody who has nothing to lose, she has nothing. She don't even have her own money. She not self-made. Those boys that she had was insurance policies. Ashley couldn't even run her man business in the way Mia has. Like, there's nothing grand about you, homegirl. Nothing. Nothing. And you came from the same pageant world that Candace came from, but Candace is actually successful in what she has done in her life, and that should eat you. She has supportive family members. She had a mom and a daddy. Yeah, I'd be mad at that bitch too. I hate that bitch too. I try to bring that whole down too. What the fuck? I sit here and come after people's marriages too. Because I know mine is the real one that ain't real. You trust Michael. No. You feel like Michael ain't finna test the waters because he already know what's the encounter. You got your big ass motherfucking, all just aside, you got your low life family members in y'all business. What the fuck we having a meeting for? I'm the motherfucking breadwinner. If I was Michael, I'd have felt tried like a motherfucker. I ain't got to explain nothing to none of y'all motherfuckers, because if it wasn't for me, her or her motherfucking mama wouldn't have shit. So I got to explain my infidelities to y'all. Ashley. Baby, Michael just playing out. Felt tried. I think that man felt tried. I mean, that's my opinion. I really think that Michael was like, I can't really see and say. But what I can tell now is he's sexually attracted. I think Michael bisexual. He likes men and women. It's easy telling because of his actions on the show. But I don't think Michael has forgiven Ashley for having him sit up under your family feeling like he got to explain his motherfucker. I feel some type of way too. Because what the fuck am I explaining myself to these motherfuckers and they don't pay no bills, not one liquor bill in my house? I'm the one taking care of you and your motherfucking mama, so how the hell they can sit here and question me? I really felt like that beat was some bullshit. But you can't ship out because you ain't got shit. See, for you to sit here and try to come at Candace and saying she is the most less successful person, you're the less successful person. You have nothing without them babies, without Michael, nothing but some trailer park. Okay? Yeah, let me tell you something. Candace need to get her shit together and stop fussing with this low life. Because that's exactly what I look at Ashley as, a low life. And it's not that you even trying to take what you came from as building you. You trying to take what you came from and seeing who the fuck you can use and get what you can out of. You ain't trying to be better. You try to get over. And I'm sorry. I don't see Ashley as that way. That why she can get on this camera. Cause guess what? This show is what's making her too. She's self-made off this show too. That's why she can come for it. She can bring that shit to the table the way she do. And see, she the devil. She come out, she can destroy it because she's so called all guys doing. She's a coward. She can never be, or she can never own her shit. She wants you to admit your shit, but she can never own her shit. You know, she tried to do all these low key, underhanded demise and trying to start shit between people relationship and then the fact that she can't stand Candace is that is the relationship she secretly attacked. She tried Katie's on, that shit ain't work. She tried Robin's on, that shit ain't work. She tried Monique's on, that shit ain't work. Then she turned around and tried damn what you call it, Karen's on. That shit definitely ain't work. So you trying to comfort Candace in her relationship, and then you know what? If I say that go to show how unsolid Candace and her man is sometimes when it comes to shit, because y'all sit here and let this motherfucker who husband don't even care for her, because he already Michael caught on. Come on, man, Michael caught on. Michael playing the game just like she is. Michael say, yeah, I see you, bitch. I see you. So guess what? They want to sit here and say that I'm not attracted to you. I gave you a motherfucking babies, but guess what? I'm getting paid off of Real Housewives too. I ain't never had no damn chance, so what I'm losing? Shit, I'm old. I don't plan on leaving your ass till I'm dead and broke anyway. And that man probably got a secret wheel around this motherfucker. Oh, okay. I believe Michael got some shit set up to where he got it set up to where no matter what he got going on, baby, he probably got that shit set up to actually don't get a damn dime if anything happened to him. Just them boys. He leave Ashley with nothing. So I don't think Michael planned on leaving this earth until them boys get grown. You know? So when them boys get 18, okay, he'd be probably in his 70s. And Ashley will think, so it'll be hopefully that them boys will look out for their mama, but at the end of the day, then she'll be depending on her churn. Because after Michael leaves, then she'll be depending on her boys to take care of her. And then for her life, once again, hoping God to take care of her. Wait no man to take care of her fucking child. And what if they have wives? See, God like us. The universe will bring you in and spit you right on out, baby. You better stop that evilness. You better stop trying to comfort people and their livelihoods and shit like that, you know. But that's how I see it, Ashley. Like, Ashley doesn't have nothing to lose on this show. This show is all Ashley has as far as making her own money. All she has. And people better start like Candace need to wake up that girl. You have everything and that you have everything that she does not have. And she is out to seek and destroy you. You better know when the devil is at. Get your shit together, Candace. This whole she is she's dead. Okay? Moving on. Karen. Karen. I love the grand dame, but she is fake as they come. I'm gonna tell you something. I love Karen for the reads that she gives, because she is that type of bitch that'll tell you to back up off me. I'll read you your motherfucking rights. And I'm pretty sure she done had a talk with Ray ass. Can we not give these hoes any reason to clown me? Can we stay solid in that part while I continue to bring in this motherfucking money to help promote your ass that you ain't got it no more? Hmm. Hmm. Because in my opinion, I think Karen is now the breadwinner. Hmm. 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 I don't know. True. But it seems like to me Ray is playing his part because the Grand Dame is out here trying to make as if that their relationship is now bliss. And this is a man who just not last year sat there and said that his love didn't even live here with your ass. Hmm. But you want to sit here and try to act like you're so in bliss. I'm sorry. I'm not sold on this Ray and Karen rekindling and rebuilding. And it's just their love has never died and everything like that. Ray old, man. Ray old. Ray don't have it no more, and I don't think Ray is really doing as well as he say he is. And I think that Karen has definitely had no choice but to boss up to continue to build their asses financially. And that's just like, oh my glasses. I don't think Ray has it like that anymore. I don't know who think that Ray has is not as financially up there as he used to be. And I think that him being older, and usually, when somebody getting older and see one thing I can respect about Karen is she ain't use his business as a way to come up. That bitch started her own TV. That's a bitch that came up with a successful nigga, but also became self-made besides the fucking show. That's why I can fuck with Karen. Karen built her own brand off that nigga. You okay? That bitch got her own brand, and you can't help but give that bitch that shit. She built her own brand, okay? And that shit is doing well, okay? And I wouldn't be surprised that the fact that Red motherfucker, that bitch said, I helped my man get out the hole. I helped my man get out the hole. I had his motherfucking back when he had nothing. So yeah, I can fuck with this shit. I can fuck because I want my money back. Race, not a chance. Bitch, I took care of you. It's mad. You had nothing. Bitch, we a team. There's no such thing as I owe you. I owe you. Race ain't no such thing as I owe you. Bitch, you paid me back, low key, and we're gonna leave it at that. Oh, okay. Hmm. But yeah, I fucks with Karen on that. I do. Now, when it comes down to these women, as far as her and Giselle playing tug of war and using these women, I really feel like these hoes have really came to a point where they're playing chess with each other. Okay? And they're low key trying to recruit, trying to befriend these hoes. Giselle see Karen is really not really collecting Candace in a way because she got Mia and she had Monique and Giselle still got Robin and low key she has Ashley, you know. Ashley really don't care for Karen because Ashley can't Ashley can't get with the fact that Karen and you started in the same way, but Karen actually building her man versus you're still taking from yours, you know? You don't know how to build yours, bitch, because you just ain't been this. You a bum bitch. Period. But yeah, Karen has just, really have gone to sucker one. I think that's what it is with her, and I think they're just really struggling for that. I think this is more like another Candy or a Kenya. I'm gonna say Kenya, a more Kenya and Nene type of situation, where Karen is Nene when she's been that bitch, that top bitch, and you got that young bitch coming up under you trying to take that spot from you. Hmm. I think so. I really do think that when it comes down to Giselle and Karen, these hoes are recruiting these hoes. And see, the thing about it is the fact that Giselle and them done, said that shit about Wendy. I think she kind of fumbled the ball a little bit, you know. She giving up her soldiers. Because, see, while you right here trying to tear her down for TV, Candace trying to build that bitch back up for TV. That's how they do. Giselle only know how to tear down for TV. So your chess moves can cost you. Versus Karen is taking collateral damage. She's building these bitches back up, saying, "Don't you let nobody tell you about you. You know your worth. Don't you dare let nobody tear you down and all la 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 la." Okay. But yeah, I think these hoes playing tug of war with each other. They playing chess with each other, but as Giselle loses her soldier, Karen helped build these bitches back up. And there you go. You know? I mean, the only solid soldier Giselle has is Robin. Bump ass. Hmm. So I think these hoes are playing, um, who can collect the most souls. Who can collect the most hoes, the most souls. Shit, and Karen just sit back and watch Giselle, cause she see Giselle, Giselle, she see Giselle weakness, and she see what Giselle fuck up with these girls, you know, and these girls quick to turn against you, and I easily collect them. See, Candace is collateral damage because Candace comes in the middle of both of these hoes. Like, she's no good to neither one of them. Okay, she's no good to neither one of these hoes, so they could easily like flop her. It's like I don't want her so. I mean, Candace need to build her own team. The shit that Monique tried to do. Fuck, Monique got to get. I mean, Candace got to get shit together. Mm, Candace got to get her shit together. Cause bitch, you could be like Cardi B coming up in the game, or Megan. You could be the Cardi B between Remy and Nikki, or you can be Megan between Cardi and Nikki. Either way, bitch, you can be that bitch that come up. Which we get to Candace. I ain't gonna fuck Candace right now. We gonna get to Candace. But anyway, so yeah, that's how I see Karen. Like, Karen is not a genuine person in my opinion. You know, Karen seems like she befriends, but then try to make sure she let you know if you come on my end, I ain't gonna expose your business. I ain't gonna try to down you. I'm gonna try a new route. I'm gonna let you know, bitch, when you come on this end, I am the grand dame. I trained you. So when Wendy came to her open-handedly about the candle situation, you had to let it be a thing that she came to you. Because you, low-key, Karen, you were insecure about that girl degrees. You were insecure about the fact that that bitch was educated, and there ain't no pretend on that note. You can't fake them degrees. That bitch is well established. She come with educational. She educated. She on the show along with you. You know, she didn't have her. You didn't have your own business in the beginning when this bitch came along. You didn't have nothing. She came along, and she had way more to the table, and she actually had a husband that would love and supported her. And you know the fact that she's younger and she has children. That's what she had, what you had, and she had what you didn't have. Okay. Because in the midst of her coming up in the game and her midst coming on to this show, you and Ray didn't even want your ass like that, you know. And her husband showed all kind of love to the point where he would leave his family that abandoned him because he chose his wife and he chose his wife. Like Karen issue with Wendy was because she brought way more to the table. She was built different from Karen, you know. Karen, you the grand dame, but see, Wendy came as an educated bitch. And see, you can't take a bitch like that under your wing and let her outshine you every now and then. Period. Period. Okay. You don't feel like the grand dame when you come with a bitch who is what? Educated and now getting ready to be self-made. True indeed, you came out with your business vendors first and you have became successful. You became successful. I respect you on that. But what you don't like is a younger bitch coming up under you who's already been established educational wise. And now when she came to you, you made it a big deal of her taking business advice from you. But guess what? Even when you didn't uplift her, even when you didn't carry her, that bitch turned to what? This motherfucking husband who she got the titties for to support her and her self-made endeavors. Mm, 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 mm. All right. Okay. So yeah. So that's one of the things I can't deal with Karen on. Like Karen, you are no better than Giselle. You're just the opposite. You want to make like your Ray's relationship is so bliss. Ray is not sexually attracted to Karen. He used to younger women. You know, that man don't like the fact that you have grown the way you have grown under his pocket. To me, I honestly feel like you make more money than him. So it's hard for that man to really fall in love with you because your head being a breadwinner, meaning you have gotten way bigger than him. He's not used to you being the one that was dependent upon him anymore. You're not used to that. Maybe their relationship will get better in the meantime. No, you know. But when that man sat there and announced having some type of ceremony with your ass, you haven't been gotten as big as you got the way you got now. I'm just saying. Hmm. But yeah, I mean that's just how I see that shit right there. Whew. That's how I see that shit. Moving on. Candace. Baby, you know I love you. But you have really shown your weaknesses on this show. I'm not trying to sit here and say that you got to go all out your way to please motherfuckers. But baby, this is the entertainment business. And if you're gonna be part of entertainment, you got to give the people what they want. And I may add what they don't want to keep your ass on this show. You are an easy target because the weakness in you is you pop off very easily with no hesitation. You portray yourself as being that immature, lack of self-control little girl that they portray you as. And you continue to give the cast members what they want who don't like you. I love you to death, Candace homegirl, and I'm rooting for you. I really am. But you have really got to calm the fuck down. I'm about to call you something that I was gonna regret. But you got to calm down. You need to not sit here and allow your emotions to get the best of you, despite how much these hoes go all out there when you get up under your skin. You have got a husband that's sitting there trying to calm you down, like, man, be the bigger person, man. We trying to build something. We trying to stay on point. And if our finances ain't what it is, and it show a big picture, fall in line. Cause you fucking it up for both of us. Man, don't give a fuck how you make it. It's gonna come. But you have got to sit. You have got to stop making yourself look so pressed about any type of offense that come your way. You know motherfucking well you and Ashley don't get along. You know Ashley background just like you know her bitch presence. You know everything about that hoe. Matter of fact, you was the one that came with some factual shit about her man fucking with another bitch. You came up with that. You the one that exposed that shit. When you saw it, regardless of that shit being public domain, but on the show, you brought that shit to the table, and you was the one that turned the other cheek when it came down to do her like she did you. But, but, you have to understand that Ashley knows the assignment. When it comes down to it, bitch, you don't think she under Giselle for a reason, bitch. She learning how not to show no emotion along with her own expertise she brings to the table. So the fact that this hoe can sit here and look at you and how spoiled you are, that she didn't have the mother, she didn't have the good mother in her life, she didn't have the daddy in her life like you have, and she damn sure don't have the husband that's her like you have. Candace has everything that Ashley don't. Candace has everything that Ashley don't. So the moment you fall out with this bitch who has nothing, it's so easy to get up under your skin. I know that you are so quick to pop the fuck off. When I say Ashley moves like she really does and shows that she really do hate Candace. She hate Candace. She hate everything about Candace. And her whole motive is to come and seek and destroy against your shit that she don't have. Bitch, fall in line and get your shit together, Candace. Get your shit together. This hoe is out to make a mockery of you, and depending on whatever she can. And there's no fucking way that you and your man falls out every time this hoe come with her tactics. Every time. Between her and her motherfucking husband, that can turn you and your husband against each other. Bitch, clean it up. Clean it up, Candace. Clean that shit up. Like, these hoes who has nothing can't possibly keep you that person. What the fuck is you proving? Nothing. We already know you are a little Power Ranger when it comes to your mouth. We know. There's a will and there's a way to handle folks who has nothing. You know what folks who has nothing? When they have nothing to show. Meaning they have nothing to gain, no type of attention. You keep Ashley alive on the show, bitch. Hmm. Cause I don't give a fuck how many underhanded tactics that Ashley come with. If that bitch don't have no life into it. If people can't do nothing but see but Ashley, cause see it's hard to see Ashley when your ass ain't the born. I always see is you and Ashley and not what the fuck Ashley did with at home. We don't see her and Michael when y'all two get into it. We see y'all bitches get into it. And we're trying to see who can survive the argument. That's the entertainment. You take the attention off of what this bitch really is trying to deflect. You're doing everything you can by trying to prove a point by cussing this bitch out, doing it. Okay, yeah, we know this whole ain't low down. We know this whole ain't got no life. We know this whole ain't self-made. We know this whole ain't got shit. See, she can relate to Karen and she can relate to damn Mia, but she can't get like these hoes. She can't get like these bitches. Mia ain't self-made, but Mia know how to run her man company. Karen married a established motherfucker too, but Karen became self-made. Ashley, nah, she still depends. The best way this bitch could have came out is having that motherfucker baby. See, she a basic bitch. She basic like a fuck. You ain't not about all that. So, hmm. Candace, get your shit together. You and your man, y'all growing together. Even if you grow a little more than him financially, it doesn't fucking matter. Your marriage should be solid. And then there's no way that you and Chris got so much going on where anybody can come in and see can destroy your marriage. They can get people can come in and have y'all turn on each other like that. Why? Why? Come on, Candace. Y'all supposed to be fucking solid. There is no way y'all should be sitting up here letting a mother sucker like Ashley or Micah Darby come in between what y'all got. Hmm. Ooh. But come on, man, Candace. Y'all got too much going on that y'all need to work on. And the last thing y'all need is somebody from this show, a cast member who has nothing to show for her marriage, to come in and interrupt the weaknesses in y'all's. Y'all got little challenges, but y'all so busy. Y'all fold too quickly. Y'all not listening to each other. I wouldn't want to be friend Chris. I wouldn't want to be friend um Michael or Ashley. These some really messed up individuals. Like these two don't have no type of bliss. No, like, man, these folks toxic. These folks are damaged. Like, there's something wrong with these folks. Clearly. Like, seriously. And that's crazy that this is the couple that y'all fall out behind the most on this show. I don't know what y'all do personally, but man. So Ashley gonna continue to come forward. Low key. Ashley gonna continue to come for your marriage, baby girl. She gonna continue to come for your relationship. Cause it's so easy. It's so easy. For what? I ain't got shit to lose. Mm-hmm. Ashley trying to take whatever she can. Either this show, your career, but she tried to come out with a video for her man. She could succeed in the. She couldn't succeed over you in the pageant world. She can't succeed over you in the music. Nor can she succeed over you in a relationship or actual marriage. So Ashley has less than you. So it's easy to get to you and make you feel like she she has more going on than you do because it's so easy to manipulate a motherfucker who's an easy target, who don't really see the value of what they do have. See, that's what people see in you, motherfucking Candace. They see that you don't see what you have. You have a good marriage. You know, you got a man that's willing to sit here and take you throughout everything that you come with, and he know what you struggle with. And I get it. Candace struggled from not having control of her life with her mama, so any other bitch outside of that can get it. I get it. But guess what? It's time for you to grow up, shift up, get your shit together as a woman, as an individual. Take away that shit that you went through as your mom because you're now a grown woman. I can't say it's easier said than done, but at this point, baby, that shit that you got going on as far as not being able to stand up to your mama, so you take that shit on to everybody else and be so much on the face to where you got to sit here and go that what do I name? Wendy say Candice, baby, it's time for you to grow the fuck up. You are not in prison anymore, Damien. You are not a little girl anymore, Candice. You have to handle your shit as a grown woman shall, and that's with ethics, um, etiquette, calmness, secure. Okay, bitch, you're self-made. You're a pampered princess. You have a man that loves you, and y'all building shit together. You have a lot to offer to the table as being a house. And you all just aside, dude, you need to check your mama for making you look all kind of fucking ways on this camera too. You need to tell your mama, man, chill. I don't give a fuck how you feel about him, but this is my motherfucking reputation you fucking up. Period. Check your mama on that shit. Like straight up. Like for real, your mama need to chill. Cause she fucking your image up. Like she fucking up your reputation on this show. You know, she make it easy for these hoes to come at you. And your mama don't see that shit, but you need to let your mama know. Straight up. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Woo! In my conclusion, can't say. In my conclusion of this video, I really want people to understand that you can't really put your energy in people who have less than you. Okay? You can't put your energy in people who have nothing. When you are trying to strive for something and you working with what you do have to understand that when you're happy and secure with what you do and don't have, and you are allowed God to sit here and bless you, because you open up yourself when you're secure with what you do have and you're happy and you're living the life as far as like you're not complaining about what you don't have, but you're satisfied with what you do have, and you see God is going to eventually come your way. Don't be pressed or oppressed or offended by anybody who don't understand how good God is and that their challenges are just a come up and not something that continues to bring them down because they don't know how to take it. They don't know how to be secure in their circumstances to know that that's all it is. It's supposed to build your muscle, not to sit here and make you less than anybody else. But when you're less than anybody else and you feel less than, you tend to do some less than shit. So y'all got to build yourselves and not allow people, toxic, miserable, bitter, jealous people, to sit here and bring what you have and what you bring to the table down. As far as to life, to the table of life. You have to be secure in what you come with and not allow nobody to sit here and take what you come with from you. Especially when you have realized they don't got it. So it's easy for them to come for you. And like-minded people stick together. Don't ever be offended when you see a group of people come for you. You see a group of people that come for you, and you try to figure out, well, that's my such and such. That's my such and such family member. That's my such and such friend. Why are they such and such seeming like they're against me? Or blah, blah, blah. When they agree or they're like-minded to whoever you are at odds with, and they're so quick to tell you who, tell your wrongs about who you were at odds with, or where you are not right at, well, that's your wrongs. But if they're quick to tell you about your ass, and they sit here and pretty much can come at where you're wrong at with somebody else, a lot of times that could be the possibility that they agree with them because they relate to them. Don't get offended. Just understand they relate to them, so they're not gonna see you good or bad. They're not gonna see you good. It's not. They're not the ones that are paying your bills. They're not the ones that are signing your paychecks. They're not the ones who are overseeing your life. They can't make you or break you. So even if somebody who you confide in opposed to what you say or what you bring to the table, measure up to who you telling them about. See if they like minded. See if they don't relate to one another. And then you will see why they don't agree with you. It's life. It's circumstances. It's complications. At the end of the day, you have to represent you. So come come with a thing that you can continue to stand on. Don't come with that. What? Come with calmness. Come with security. Okay? Come with facts. If you got to shut the ass down, shut them down with the facts. Because nothing that is truthful can be imitated or manipulated. Facts. Okay? And that's my commentary on the Real Housewives. That's my commentary, y'all. So I'm going to get up out of here. I'm way past my hour mark. And your mama said that's been about 2 hours I've been babbling because this is a part 2 video, okay? This is video part 2. Alright? But I'm gonna go up out of here because I'm done for the night on Real Housewives of Potomac. Peace.